Hello Gemini, and welcome to your October 2022 Tarot and Astrology forecast. Thanks for joining me here this month. Let's have a look at what's coming through for you. So we've got a full moon coming up in Aries, Gemini, on the 9th of October, and that is in your 11th house of friendships, your close relations, who you hang out with a lot, also to do with large institutions and organizations that you may be involved with, also your dreams, your wishes and your aspirations house. So being a full moon, you could be having a lovely time with your friends. There could be news coming from your friends at this time. There could also be, Gemini, a wish coming true in regards to a group dynamic or a large work or organization that you're involved with, getting some accolades or awards. And also a wish could be coming true for you, something you've been wanting for some time in your 11th house aspects and topics could be coming through for you now, Gemini, on the 9th of October. So we open up the month of October, Gemini, with the energy of the 8 of Pentacles. This is you working hard. Also a card of being very skilled or discovering a skill or a talent that is worth developing, something that you haven't considered before, might be on your mind at this time in the opening week of October. It's a card of working hard and knowing that you should be further along financially than you are, but you're prepared to put in the hard work to secure your finances and your resources at this time. It's also a card of going back to school, education, being an apprentice. So you could be upskilling for your workplace situation or for a prospective job or an additional job or a hobby developing that, again, a talent that you have discovered, and now you're trying to fine tune it and tweak it so it comes to its full potential, which is the 10 of Pentacles, being long-term security financially. So a lovely way to open up the month of October, Gemini, which tells me that you've been working quite diligently. You've certainly looked at investing your time in a workplace. You've made a decision to move on from a current workplace, or you are now putting more effort in upskilling or improving your employment prospects here in the opening week of October. The second week we have a major arcana card, which is awesome, which is the Sun. This is a significant Leo that may be prominent in your life, but the Sun is a card of the major arcana in tarot. So this is a louder message for you, Gemini, in the second week. This is to do with health, vitality, feeling young, energetic, can be to do with investments, gambling, feeling in line with your children if you have any. Also, you could be thinking about children here in the second week of October, but a very high energetic energy around this card in the second week of October. So I love that for you, Gemini. That's a lot of fun coming your way, or looking at being more active. So it's also associated, the Sun, with being a Leo card of sports and athletics. So could be a lot of sports and athletics that you're looking at, or getting fit in the second week of October. So thank you. Let's have some more messages, please, for our lovely Geminis for the month of October 2022. So we open up with Your skills, talents, and abilities in the spotlight. And the second week, creativity, vitality, health, action, feeling young, investments, children, thinking about children, pregnancy. Just a lovely, young, happy vibration here in the third week of October. So message please for Gemini in the third week of October 2022. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Ascended Masters, for being with me, using me as the conduit to get our messages out to our Geminis. Thank you. And then the third week, we've got the Eight of Swords. This is a real difference of energetics and frequencies coming here in the third week, from the first to the second to the third. The Swords energy talks to your mental environment. This is over-looping, over-analysis paralysis, overthinking, getting yourself stuck and all worried for something that needs to be dealt with or you've avoided for some time, and now it's becoming louder for you to deal with. So communication is key, and what's going on inside your head may be very prominent here in the third week of October for you, Gemini. So the Eight of Swords is just letting you know that if enough is enough, get off the hamster wheel and make a decision to communicate something that has been weighing you down or you've been procrastinating about. So it's at least a recognition and an acknowledgement of something that's bothering you, and now you may be looking at how to talk about it and deal with it. And then we close out the month of October with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is yielding early fruits of your labor with a project or a work situation you've been with. If you've been doing any self-employment or have your own business, Gemini, you might now see some resources becoming more available to you. But this is a group dynamic, a group setting. The stage has been set here within a group. You're participating together. You're recognized for what you can bring to the organization or group, and they're recognizing you. And there's rewards here financially for the exchange of your talent and skill. So that's how we close out the month of October 2022 for our Geminis. So now we're going to have a look at some more information about the week-to-week play that's going on here. Let's see what it is that you may be developing here. What is the vitality and energy about? What's the hamster wheel that you're getting off that you need to communicate about? What is it that may be time to release yourself from? An invisible jail that you've created for yourself, Gemini. What are you getting out of? And what is it that is beneficial for you and a group or an organization that you're involved with? And again, your full moon in your 11th house on the 9th of October. So something could be coming to fruition at the end of the month in regards to a group or an organization you're associated with, or now getting some rewards for the exchange of your talents and abilities and your skills and what you bring. So Gemini, let's have a look at the Eight of Pentacles, please. Opening up the month of October. Busy time, working hard, nose to the grind, developing your wealth. Thank you. And it's with the Four of Swords. This is recovery. This is marshalling your mental strength to get back up and complete something and see something through. A withdrawal. You may be taking a step back from hard work or an investment that you thought would benefit you, or you've now realized it's to your detriment with your energy and your time and your resources, and you may be cutting out or stepping back from a project or a work situation or some sort of education possibly that you now have decided not to go with, possibly here with this combination. But either way, it's a recovery, it's a withdrawal. It's time to marshal your mental strength, deciding what it is that you're going to invest your precious energy, time and resources into. This is being very intelligent about what it is that you're trying to develop in the first week of October. And the second week of October, we've got Gemini for you, the Empress. This is beautiful. Another major arcana card, another louder message for you. And this time, this card is to do with bringing balance into your resources and your health, getting back to the earth with your vitality. So the second week for me, Taurus, is looking like Gemini, you're either going to talk about pregnancy, or you are becoming pregnant, or finding out about someone who's pregnant. But this is a very fertile combination. This talks to abundance or finances and your health being very prominent for you in the second week of October. So all things that may be needed to need your attention with your health, your vitality and your resources, because the sun's making this very loud and obvious. So the second week of October is looking extremely fertile and extremely loud in regards to fertility, finances, and bringing things back into balance with your health as well. And the third week, we've got that massive, drastic change in frequency around your Gemini with the Eight of Swords, which is releasing yourself from something, acknowledging something that you need to discuss or communicate and have needed to for some time, and got yourself in a bit of a pickle. And now you're realizing you've got to let go of this, whatever's weighing you down. And it's with the Two of Wands. So this could be needing to communicate about a decision that you're making or thinking about making in the workplace, or with a, again, I'm getting a creative project, or a project in its infancy, or a pregnancy. So you could be stressed about finding out about pregnancy, or you're pregnant, but it could be needing to make an honest assessment of what direction you want to head in with work, or a creative project that you're involved with here in the third week of October, Gemini. So a tricky energies and frequencies around you, to be fair, in the third week, but nothing you can't handle without giving yourself the time and space to think about things and not be overwhelmed, and make an intelligent decision for yourself to move on, so you can choose the path that you'd like to go down clearly and not overwhelmed with too much looping or overthinking here. And we close out the month of October, Gemini, with the Three of Pentacles. This is yielding early rewards for work done in the past or in a group dynamic. This is also being recognized for your skills, talents and abilities. Everyone working on a project that they'd like to see to fruition. Stages being set here for success. You have now initiated a security here within a group dynamic, or a workplace situation, or a creative project or outlook. So thank you, guys. You can just come through with a message, please, with the Three of Pentacles for our lovely Geminis in the month of October 2022. Thank you. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles is with the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got a lovely match up here with Earth energy here. Pentacles is all to do with practicality, stability, security with our resources, our surroundings, and how we feel on the inside as well, feeling stable. because our outsides are matching our frequencies on the inside. So if things aren't working out on the outside, our environment, our workplace, our resources can make us feel internally out of balance. So this combination talks to mastering finances. So you may be called on now to husband resources or be more in control in a group or organization with their resources, whether you're becoming a treasurer or you're in control of the finances here. But this is someone that has money available to them and now investing or looking at things practically on how the finances and resources can be built. So this is definitely a maturation in understanding how to utilize finances more intelligently. It also could point to getting or investing in your health and looking at your health within a group dynamic or participating in a group about your health and your well-being is a possibility too with these two cards. But ultimately it's about resources, being in control of them, being also looking at investments or future investments. But money is very loud here in the 4th week of October 2022 for you, Gemini. So you could be saving your pennies and looking how you can utilize to the optimum a group dynamic that you're in that can bring more resources and stability for you for your future. So that's the tarot forecast for you. So now let's have a look at the energetics around your month associated with your reading here, Gemini. Interesting month, I would definitely say. Investments or stepping back for an investment or a group. And the energy that's come through for you, Gemini, is the 3rd chakra. So this is your solar plexus. So this has to do with your belly. Would not be surprised if I hear in the comments that, yes, you found out you were pregnant or considering pregnancy here. But this is shining a light on the area that's sensitive around your stomach. So this could be your health, getting back into your health, things becoming apparent around that area. So there could be some issues or health issues around that area that may be this oracle energy is letting you know to be aware that your health is your wealth. So bringing more balance into that area and that chakra may be beneficial for you at this time. So that's the energy around you. So now let's get an oracle card, please, for Gemini for the month of October 2022. Thank you, guides. I always have an oracle message for Geminis for the month of October 2022 for our Geminis. October 2022. Thank you. And we have the oracle, the High Priestess. Taurus had this oracle card. So if you are associated with a Taurus or feel that you've got a lot of Taurus in your astrological chart, you might want to go back and watch that forecast of October for yourself. The High Priestess talks to all things unseen, potentials behind the veils that are yet to be in its entirety and fruition. This is also intuition, being sharp, trusting your gut. Oh, I like that. I like that. Also, again, I would have to say pregnancy or children are very dominant with this combination as well, being in the solar plexus and things going on behind the scenes that are yet to be in their full potential. So if you're not wanting to get pregnant, Gemini, hopefully you know what to do about prevention. And if you don't, speak to someone so you're not going to get any surprises. But the High Priestess is all about our intuition. Things going on that are unseen. It's that sixth sense. It's that deep knowing those feelings that you get, those hunches, those synchronistic events, those dreams, listening to the messages that come through and around you to assist you. But this is all potentials and all things unseen. You may be feeling very prophetic here and feeling very in line esoterically in the month of October. And we close out the month of October on October 31 with Halloween, where the veils between spirit and our world are very thin, and we potentially have prophetic and intuitive messages that we can tune into from people that have passed on and through the other side with other connections and spiritual realms. So you may be feeling very in tune intuitively and spiritually in the month of October, Gemini. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's look at the astrology cards that come through for you to help you. Thank you. We've got a planet, we've got a sign, and we need a house, please, for our Geminis for the month of October. Let's look at what we've got coming through for our Geminis in the month of October, please. We've got a sign. We need a house, please. Thanks, guys. If we can have a house for our Geminis to wrap up their forecast for the month of October 2022. Can we have a house, please, for Gemini? Let's see what comes through, Gemini, with your astrological card. We need a house, please, for Gemini. We need a house. We need a house forecast for Gemini for this month. It's very powerful. I feel so much intuition, gut energy around you, Gemini. So tune in as much as you can in quieter times on how you're actually feeling. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the planet that's come through is the North Node. So the North Node is currently in Taurus, which is your 12th house. So we could have some things coming through with larger institutions, health issues coming through that are going to be loud for you, Gemini. And then we've got Gemini, your own sign has come through with the 2nd house. So this is resources. This is your identity, health and vitality with the North Node, the 12th house. Also, I can't help but get with this combination here, Gemini, that there's a breakthrough in your resources and money and stability. So something that you've been trying or working hard at is now going to come to fruition. Whether that's been something you've been working with silently for a long time or diligently plugging away in a workplace or a large organization, it seems that the fruits of your labor are definitely going to be paying off here, is what I'm getting with this combination. You could also be stepping up your responsibilities at work or with finances too, is what I get with this combination. But the North Node is lovely. We've got the North Node for all of us here on planet Earth in the 2nd house. So you could have some nice financial breaks here, is what I'm getting with this combination, Gemini. Okay, so that's your forecast. A lot there to unpack and a lot there to digest. Take what you will, leave what the rest that doesn't resonate. I do hope you will have a fabulous October, Gemini, and I will see you in November.